Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So the collective energies have been kind of weird for me lately, and especially like yesterday has been sort of transitional day, but yeah, even other days have been, the past days have been weird. And what I have experienced was like collapsing of past, present, and future of who I've been, who I am now, and who I'm becoming, which is what I consider to be my real, true identity. And fortunately, this identity is integrating more and more into who I am, and I know one can see it from the outside. However, it's not fully integrated, and it is painful and frustrating to see that old identity and paradigm trying to take hold of who I am. Not managing to, of course, because I'm stronger now. But yeah, so that's what I've been experiencing. And with that, I managed to go deeper to the root cause of why my old identity wanted to, which was based in fear and grief and pain, wanted to prevent me from going on. And I discovered that there was this, like, not huge but great suffering in my heart, great fear, great grief, great pain for the love that I didn't get, for all the things that went wrong in my relationships, in my life. So this is not something that, this is something that we all have in one measure or another. There are some who will probably never be able to look at it because it's too many years have passed and it's been growing too much. And there are the most lucky, the luckiest of us that are able to do that. And so if you see my suitcase in the back, it's because tomorrow I'm leaving, and yeah, I will be coming back. I don't know if I'll be able to record videos anyway. The intention for today's video was to record this prayer, heartfelt prayer of healing and being able to heal and release any grief, any suffering from the past, any need to be to hold on to that identity that is not benefiting us, and that is just acting out of fear, and to be able to go on, move forward, to go on with our lives lighter and stronger, because it's not that we are rejecting or suppressing or repressing the grief or suffering, but we don't have to dramatize that. We don't have to make it stronger or bigger than it is either. So we are feeling it, we have felt it, we have understood the reasons why, we have understood the gifts. Now we can let the divine take it for us and release it for us, and we can move on. It's, you know, there is not a lot of separation between, there is no separation between grief and happiness and joy when we know that the basis of who we are is joy, okay? And freedom and love. So yeah, I wrote some words. So Guru Ramdas guides, beings of light, universe, Mother Earth, assist us to enter a space of trusting, of faith, of being in touch with ourselves. Yeah, of allowing this healing and prayer to take place within us, to feel our beings, to have no separation, to feel the divine support, to feel the divine love, the infinite abundance. Create a shield of protection around us so that no doubtful projection can come, and if it comes, just bless it and release it. Help us to focus on what's important now. And so on this, I ask you, and guides and universe, I ask you to assist us, assist all of us who are dealing with some grief or suffering from the past, or just old projections and identities based on a consciousness of fear, based on the traumas and grief that we have suffered, and help us to release anything that is not who we truly are, that belongs to that old paradigm. And like, if we feel any grief, pain, sorrow, suffering, emotional fatigue in any area of our body or emotional body, just please take it, or at least help us to feel it, to process it in a neutral way, to acknowledge it, to know that it's for us, that nothing in this life happens against us or to us. It's all been for us, because if there wasn't this grief or this pain, this sorrow, we wouldn't probably turn inwards to get closer to ourselves, to our true selves. So please, Guru Ramdas, guides and universe and beings of light, just help us to remember that and take away any belief that suffering, that we have to live in suffering, that we are victim to suffering, that we have to, suffer in order to grow or be fulfilled, but also any belief that suffering is a curse, or that pain is a curse, because suffering in a sense is a curse, in a sense that suffering means that we are holding on to pain without letting it go. So yeah, suffering is a curse. It's not outer imposed, it's just imposed from ourselves, on ourselves. But pain is not a curse. And it's just help us to acknowledge that pain is a teacher, and it's not like, oh, I'm teaching you a lesson now. Just you better learn how to suffer, how to not anything like that. It's a teacher in the sense that when we are feeling pain, we are clearly disconnected from the truth of who we are, of our infinite power, infinite potential, of the infinite abundance and love that is here for us in each and every moment. And so the pain creates this disconnection, and if we don't look at it, it grows, but only for us to turn inward and to figure out what is going wrong, so that we can make it right, so that we can come back to ourselves, so that we can discover more of ourselves and become more of ourselves each time. And when we are ourselves, we see that there is no pain, there is no suffering at all. There is just love, just abundance, just joy, and of course other emotions as well. We can feel them, but we know that they are temporary, and that they, we don't have to stay there. Okay. So, Ascended Masters, beings of light, Guru Ramdas, guides, universe, assist us to know this, to remember this, and to accept healing as well. To feel the pain, the sorrow, yes, to acknowledge it, but to also say, hey, this was created by a misunderstanding of how the universe is, of who I am. And now that I know who I really am, even if in a small amount, but now that I know, I don't have to stay there. I can understand what made me believe that, I wasn't worthy of love, I was without love, that that I was destined to suffer or stuff. And let it go and embrace the truth that we are all worthy, that we can have anything, that that we are worthy of being loved, that we are never alone, nor we're surrounded with both angels, beings of light, the essence of love of the universe, and beautiful, respectful, loving, adoring, and caring friends and people in our lives. That we don't have to stay in trauma, that our past trauma simply was a medium for us to see what was wrong, what the wrong path was for us, and the right path to follow, to be more compassionate, to be more understanding of how to create a better universe for us and for others. So please help us to understand that, to understand the purpose of pain, fear, sorrow, but to let them go. To let them go. Like at times, I realized that I was using again, like in the past, as in the past, this fear and grief and pain to protect myself from others, as like an excuse to not be kind towards others, to be resentful towards others. So please, I ask you, guides, Ascended Master, Vedantas, angels, universe, to release from us any suffering, any resentment towards others, and any need to be in a disempowered state, to close ourselves off in order to protect ourselves from others. And help us realize that there are far better ways to do that, like realizing love, abundance, that there is no real need to protect ourselves, because I will read you what I wrote about this. So remind me I don't have to be a victim of pain, or that I don't have to dim my light, to weaken myself, to diminish myself or life, or to use that as though that is not an excuse. Keep me from using that as an excuse to stop acting, to not deal with life with other people, to be closed to other people, and to remain in fear consciousness, in the fear that the other is going to hurt us or our lives. Help us to establish better boundaries for ourselves, in which let us find other loving and empowered ways to protect ourselves. Let us know ourselves so much and be so confident in our identity that we don't need to close our hearts. Let us find so much love, respect, and care for ourselves, our needs, so much joy, enthusiasm, and satisfaction in our own life, that we don't need to be greedy or jealous, or to restrict our giving, or to protect ourselves, because we know that nothing is lost in giving, in having and in giving ourselves and others, that one can only gain. Let us feel deserving of love and respect from others, of balanced, harmonious, and fulfilling relationships, and to, just be able to let go of those relationships that that make us feel bad. Not because we are escaping, but because, sometimes it's not the right timing, or sometimes it's not the right thing to do for us because we need something else. So you're not letting necessarily go of the person, especially if it's like a person that is really, really close to you, like a relative or stuff. But you're simply, you know that you will be together again, maybe when things will be calmer or clearer for both of you, especially if it's something that you really care about. But if it doesn't make you feel good, then you are not forced to be in a relationship, to be with that person. And let us feel infinitely supported for our every need, and let us know our power to create and enjoy our creation. This is important because at times we can suppress and deem our creative energies, our life force, because we believe that when we will be enthusiastic or passionate about something, someone will always come and just try to take away what we have achieved as an inner or outer state. And that is just not how it goes. It's just not possible when we are grounded in the truth, in the light. So please allow us to do that, to know that, and to wash away any pain related to this, related to us not being able to feel, to be enthusiastic, to be passionate, to be confident, to know where we're headed, and to realize our dreams. Let us not reject or stay in anger. Neither reject or stay in anger, in pain. Let us always remember our power, our joy, the love, and that anger or pain both are part of this beautiful process of knowing ourselves or getting to know ourselves. Not because they are part of us, but because they allow us to become who we really are, to know ourselves. So peace, guides, this universe, spirit, clear the energy in us, around us, in our room, in our space, in our life, and until we will feel light and innocent as children, and allow us to walk in our truth, in grace, to be who we really are, and to let our hearts open and be open and stay open, and wash away any and all attachments to grief, pain, illusion of loss, and sorrow. Keep doing that until we won't be able to be completely ourselves, completely in love. Thank you so much, universe, beings of light, Guru Ramdas, guides, ascended masters, for assisting us to do this, to allow this prayer to take place and ground us in this. Let us integrate this in our lives, in our beings, to understand our transformation and to embody who we really are in every area of our life. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this prayer. And thank you so much for those who donated. I am beyond grateful. Please keep doing it because I needed to purchase all the courses that I need to attend in order for this channel to grow and for even more powerful works to come out. So please keep doing it, and thank you so much. If you feel like it, of course only if you do, please donate on, you can donate on my PayPal or on my Patreon. Otherwise, don't worry, I will put the links here below. So thank you so much for taking care of ourselves, of yourself, and know that you're doing an infinite amount of good, not just to yourself, but to the life of the planet itself and to all the people around you. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.